Okay, you guys ready? Do we need anything to start recording, or are we already recording?
Oh, we're recording.
Okay.
How long have we been recording? Oh, a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Hello and welcome to our session 0 of our Masks actual play. Yay, you guys. I'm very, very excited to run this game for you. I'm just getting a lot of really weird looks from the squad. So we're going to be playing Powered by the Apocolypse system called Masks, which is published by Magpie Games. It's really good. It's one of my favorite systems. And yeah, let's jump into some character creation and see if we have a little bit of time to do like a starting scene. So everyone, if you could turn to your first page. Actually, why don't you go through, introduce yourselves, tell us where we can find you on social media, and tell us what playbook you're playing.
I'm Ian Vaughn, at York of Jest on most social medias. If it's not there, then I'm not there. And I am playing The Reformed.
Nice.
My name is David, and I am playing the Scion, and you can find me at, Dice Envy David on Twitter.
Nice.
Cool. If you could be closer to your microphone.
Okay. I usually really get too close, so I was trying to keep a distance.
Not true. I'm Dylan Vaughn, I guess, and I'm playing the Outsider. I would have a hard time remembering what my social media is because I haven't been there in so long.
That's fair.
By the time we actually play things, I'll try and be on there.
I respect that. Okay, cool. Those are all super good playbooks. So the first thing I want to have you guys do is think of your hero name, your like secret identity, and on the like through the bottom of the first page, you have your look, which you can choose one from each of the lists. If you want to like add a little something, go for it. It's fine. Your abilities are specific to your playbook. Sometimes you'll pick 1 or 2. Advances that come later on might have you picking more from your chart or from someone else's playbook. So yeah, go ahead and pick those out. We'll give you guys a couple minutes.
I don't see the ability. I see look.
Well, yours is your lineage.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is cool and different. Yeah. But if there's something on there that you really want to do that you don't see on the list, like whatever, just say it. They're a good leaping off point. But I actually super appreciate that in the look section. For example, I'm looking at the Transform playbook so I can follow along with everyone. You can see that for like the first bullet point, you can pick between ambiguous, man, shifting, transgressing, or woman. So they're trying to be very like open to the idea that gender is a spectrum and how you present yourself, especially in the world of like teenage superheroes, is like, it's wild. So feel free to look the way you do in your head.
I am ready whenever you are.
Okay, is everyone ready with the first page? Didn't think so. That was me stalling for time so you could do your job. Anyway, maybe I would look at the chat at this point, say something in the chat about like, oh yeah. So far, I've played which playbooks? I'm currently playing The Joined in an AP on Happy Jack's RPG. Very excited. I'm a Nova, along with Jason Mills, a friend of our company, who just released a game called Demigods. It was really popular on Kickstarter, and we made special Dyson coins for his Kickstarter backers that
dope.
They're so good. We designed them ourselves, and they like have like a cool ancient patina to them. But talking to Jason as he was developing the game, Masks was a very big influence on him for it, especially when it comes to like the relationships, which we'll get to in a second as we continue character creation. If there's something you feel a little stymied by, for the sake of moving forward quickly, feel free to skip it and just be ready. This is taking just a little bit longer. No, it's fine. You don't have to apologize. I'm just giving open feedback as we go.
But I feel attacked.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, white dude. That's a feeling that I know you're very, very uncomfortable with.
What the?
Are we ready to go?
I'm ready.
I think so.
Cool. Let's go ahead and start with Dylan. Just give us your name, your look, and your abilities.
My name is Jenry. I am ambiguous, neon-bodied, metallic-eyed, with no human clothing or costume. But I have radical shape-shifting and stunning beauty.
Okay, go back to your look, and instead of just running through that so quickly that I couldn't really track it, like paint me a word picture of what that means.
Okay. I have a neon body that is, I am a biped. That is where I'm.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm. My race is neither male nor female.
Okay,
it's
respect.
just sort of a thing that exists. I have metallic eyes, and I don't wear clothing.
He's a robot.
Because I can look like whatever I want.
Nice.
Because of my shape shifting.
Tight. That's amazing. And what's your person name? Your real name?
My name is Jenry.
Okay.
Just
so
my name is
that for
Jenry.
both?
My name is Jenry.
I like it. So how tall is Jenry?
Where did Jenry come from? Was that a thing?
No, I'm just asking.
Like 5'10".
Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Next. Ooh, mouse. You're so tippy-tappy. All right, David, you're up.
All right. My character's name is Savannah Moon. She goes by her hero name, Caltrop. She is a she. She is white and scrawny. She likes expensive clothing, which she has a lot of.
Nice.
But she has an understated costume.
What does that mean?
What I think, so bright costume, parent costume, understated, makeshift, so I think Superman is like the big, like over the top costume, or like, I'm thinking more DC, or no, Marvel Netflix shows, where it's like, yeah, technically it's a costume, but it's more muted. And
what does it look like?
So muted colors.
What colors are muted, David?
Red and black.
Okay, cool.
And I'm still working on a theme for her in general.
Nice, perfect.
But
cool. So you're definitely like leaning into the like gritty and realistic Marvel TV show vibe.
Exactly.
RIP Marvel TV shows. All hail Disney Plus Marvel TV shows. Nice. I like Caltrop. Is it Caltrop or Caltrops?
Caltrop.
Sweet. And what's your ability? You have a special thing called your lineage. What is that?
Yes. So
actually, would you mind reading the little like preface text?
You are a child of a true supervillain. You strive to be different than them, but they are a part of you. Circle at least one option for each of the questions below.
Cool.
So should I just read the question?
Yeah, please do. And then what you picked.
What kind of villain are they? Master thief.
Ooh.
What is your relation to them? Sadly opposed. They have an array of abilities, assets, and strength. What are some of them? An unrivaled genius, an arsenal of weapons and gadgets, and a supremely honed skill set. What abilities do you use to fight them? I have mastery of a single skill set. And I'm going to do a powerful weapon or gadget.
Okay. You don't have to have that idea quite yet, but I will be asking you what the mastery of a gadget is. A weapon or gadget. Or gadget. Normally I would do, just for you guys above game, I would be writing this on paper so as not to put tippy-tappy noises on the stream.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on your page,
Tap
David?
all the louder.
Yeah. Tap, tap. Ugh, I love... Nope. I'm not going to get distracted. Go ahead.
What? No, I was also doing tapping.
Sweet. Tippy taps. Anything else for you, David?
No, that's it.
Okay. Ian, bring us home.
I am Andrew Conway of the Conway Corporation Conways.
Okay.
My hero name is Faultline.
Nice.
That was also my villain name.
Nice.
I'm all about rebranding, but not rebranding that hard.
Sweet.
A semi-corporate movie.
I love it.
I am a white man.
Wow, that
Weird.
was put depressingly.
I didn't choose this life.
Shut up.
It's why it's so easy for you to be the reformed. Everyone wants you to succeed.
I have shadowy eyes.
Nice.
Been through a lot.
Yeah, you've seen some shit.
Yeah, I'd done some shit. A lot of My Chemical Romance. So excited they're getting back together for that reunion.
Amazing.
I've kind of my fashion sense is sort of just covered up, very, very covered up, and I don't have a superhero costume. I just wear normal clothes.
Okay.
Superhero costumes aren't my thing. I had a supervillain costume. I'm out of the costume game. That's not me anymore.
It was just super edgy.
Yeah.
It was a different time in my life. I regret it.
Nice.
And most of the things I did.
Sweet. How long ago did you make your heel face turn?
Like 6 months.
Okay. So you're like just getting into the vibe of
I'm
not
like,
being
I'm
bad.
the good guy now, and everyone's all like, fucking run, it's Faultline.
Perfect. What is your ability?
I have geokinesis.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means that they cannot run because I will take the earth from them.
Cool. That's a nightmare. Thank you. Jenry, what was your...
It's Jenry.
Jenry. Fuck. I'm going to write it with a J.
That's how I wrote it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
He wrote it with inhuman letters. It's a squiggle that looks like a dog.
Perfect.
Lifts, it means Jenry.
Amazing. What's your ability? What are your abilities?
My abilities are radical shapeshifting and stunning beauty or pheromones.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with pheromones because I just look like a thing.
Nice.
Although the shapeshifting helps.
Yeah, you can be beautiful. That's just an option for you.
Beauty is a social construct.
That's true.
I've got my abilities figured out.
Okay.
So for the mastery of a single skill set, I am a techie. So
What does that mean?
I am super well versed at getting into security systems and things
Hacker.
like that.
Got
Like, I'm
it.
a hacker. And then instead of powerful weapon, I see machine control. And I think I want a little mechanical cat.
Okay, sweet.
A mechanicat.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have my first sidekick,
Nice.
which is
What? Well, we'll talk probably. So this is our session 0. So I might come back to you later in between session 0 and session 1 with more characters to like flesh out your world that we'll get into as we get into the main campaign. But I want you to think about where your cat came from. Did you build your cat? Why did you pick a cat? Stuff like that. So we'll talk about that a little more a little later.
Why did I pick a cat? I own a dog.
Yeah. So my last question for you guys before we get to the next page is how old is everyone? Remember, you are teenage superheroes. So whoever has an idea of what their age is, please speak
I've
up.
already been around the block as a villain, so I think probably older, 17 or 18 on my end.
Okay, pick one of those.
I know, I'm thinking.
Ages.
Got into
I was
villainy.
thinking
out loud.
Okay,
Got
respect.
into villainy at 14, really edgy. Right
I do
into
like
high
it.
school, I'm just like, ugh.
Man,
I just
puberty
can't
triggered a
deal with
villain.
Puberty triggered a villain.
Yeah,
Mm.
I like it. That tracks.
I'm sorry, that happens to almost every boy. That is, yeah, every puberty
Yep.
triggers a villain. I just happen to have geokinesis. So
There you
power
go.
equals not good for children.
Amazing. Anyone? Age?
I'd like to be
I'm gonna go 17.
13.
Oh,
Like
okay.
just like happy birthday to me.
I would like to make you. Well, hold on to that idea. How old do you want to be?
Maybe like 16.
All right. Would you mind if I aged you up so you were in high school so you could all be at the same school?
Yes.
14.
Okay. Can I just make you 14?
Okay. Can I just be in high school because I'm smart?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Oh, I get to pick on you. I mean, that's not what I would do anymore.
Sweet. All right. Savannah's 13. Jenry is
The human construct of 16.
perfect. How old are you? Where you are from?
I'm coming of age.
Okay. So you've just sort of chosen the like human equivalent of
Yeah.
your mental age.
Yeah.
Cool. Where are you from, by the way? Have you thought about thought about that at all?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Okay, tight.
Because I haven't thought about it.
Yeah. That's totally fine. You have time to think.
Honest of you.
I know, I respect it. We're just looking at all of this for the first time and haven't been thinking about this game for a while. So let's go ahead and change the página. Please turn the pages in your books. Okay, so now everyone should be looking at labels. So it'll, like, you should have your starting labels whited out. You can add a +1 wherever you choose. I believe everyone has that. I think there's one playbook where you like add 1 to 1 and subtract 1 from another. So go ahead and circle those in your pen. Labels shift in this game because you are teenage superheroes, and identity is, you have an external locus of identity, and how you feel from moment to moment will determine your labels and therefore how effective you are at doing literally anything in this world.
Great.
Yeah. Welcome to being a teenager again. It's the worst. But at least you have powers.
Yay.
And a cat.
I guess I'll take away that -1 in Savior to make my life easier.
I mean, or don't.
Could you go over what they mean?
Yes. So for danger, if you go ahead and take a peek at your basic moves while you do this, you can see what the analogs for your basic moves are. So when you directly engage a threat, you're going to roll +danger. Unleashing your powers is +freak. Comforting and supporting your fellow teammates is with your mundane, as is pierce the mask. When you want to defend someone, or on a greater scale something, I'm going to have you roll +savior, and assessing the situation is +superior. If that makes sense. Oh, and provoking someone. Mundane is the very bottom one. Mundane would be comfort or support or pierce the mask. It is the interpersonal skill. Cool. You also probably want to check out what your move sets are, because the moves that you pick might rely on using one skill more than another. So go ahead and glance over there really quick, even though we'll go over the moves you pick in a second. And I'll continue to talk as you do this. So another important thing to know is that there aren't hit points in this game. Your character will only die if you want your character to. In the event that you get knocked out, you're just out for the scene, and we'll bring you back in later. Once again, this is a comic book. Death isn't really a thing. You're also teenagers, and we don't want to kill minors. You are not murderers. You will not be murdered by me as the GM.
Wait, so we can't kill adults either?
Oh, not anymore. You are no longer a villain.
Injury is fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does pierce the mask mean?
So piercing the mask is to, when you're dealing with another superpowered human or person, it is getting to like know them and really like seeing past like whatever facade they have. So when you get injured, you will take a condition. You'll also have moves that like trigger conditions when you guys like snap at each other. So when you take mental or physical or emotional damage, you'll take a condition. When all of your conditions are marked in a scene, that's when you get knocked out. So that's basically our harm tracker. And each one of these conditions, I will occasionally assign one to you. Sometimes I'll let you pick the condition. Try to pick one that is roleplay appropriate for what's happening in the moment. And each of them corresponds to a -2 to one of the basic moves for a while. So the conditions are afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, and insecure. Clearing a condition is a whole thing. We'll talk about it later when I get into like how to play the game. A lot of it is just role play it out, or if it's a pretty temporary condition, I might just wipe it at the end of the scene. But there are moves like comfort and support, which help clear conditions. Nice. Okay, has everyone picked their labels?
I am done.
All right. No worries. Well, then I'll go ahead and say, go ahead and pick your moves while you're at it. So just like the abilities, your playbook will determine how many moves you pick. I'm looking at the transformed right now. It's pick 3. So I don't know how many you have. It'll be right under like playbook moves.
Yeah. Oh, so I accidentally picked the moves. What was the thing I was supposed to do before?
Just doing your labels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. So then why don't you go ahead and tell me what moves you picked?
So I picked moldable.
Mm-hmm.
When you pierce the mask of someone whose respect you crave, you can always ask, how could I gain influence over you? Even on a miss, take +1 ongoing to acting on the answer. And then I also have all the best stuff. I've compiled access to caches of equipment and weaponry other supers have hidden around the city. When you access a cache, you say whose cache it is. If it is a hero's, roll savior. Roll plus savior. If it's a villain, roll plus danger. On a hit, you find a tool or intel useful to the situation. The GM will detail. On a 7 or a 9, you leave evidence that you've been there. On a miss, you tripped an alarm and they're coming. Prepare to explain yourself. Ooh. I'm going to change moldable to white lies.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I also feel like moldable isn't necessarily one of the moves you pick out of the gate. It feels like one you pick after an advance or two when you're deeper into a campaign.
I figured since I'm a scion, I have parental issues, and I will probably want to pierce the mask of my parents a lot. But yeah, white lies instead.
Nice. Okay. Thing I would say to you now versus above game, or now versus like on an actual stream. All the best stuff is really good. White lies seems also like very specific. So I would warn you on that one.
Why?
Because comfort or support is a very specific move. It is so if you look at the basic move, when you comfort or support someone, roll plus mundane. On the hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels to open up to you. On a 10+, you also add a team to the pool or clear condition for yourself. So this is like a specific move you will bust out to like have an interpersonal moment with someone else in the group. Okay. Now, knowing what I know, which is only a very little bit about how you guys RP as a group, do you think that you're going to have a lot of like interpersonal, like heart-wrenching moments?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. So I would simply warn you that if you notice by the end of the first session that you're not getting a lot of use out of this move, you might want to switch to something that's a little more like generic, like general and applicable.
Let's give it a shot though.
Yep. This one, I feel like this one would be very good for a certain kind of game. I'm not necessarily sure if this will be that kind of game. I will do my best to curve it that way, but that's more on the players than on me as a GM. So I would like put a little like circle or like a little highlighter or something on there just to know that like come back and revisit that if you feel like you're not getting good use out of it, because I don't want you to feel like you only have one ability since you're not getting a lot of use out of the second one. Know what I mean? But this isn't me telling you to switch. I'm just giving you a little heads up. Cool. So also, you have something special on your playbook called Respect. So this is really nice because it's leaning into the idea of the Scion as someone who is sort of like born into this world, but not necessarily in the good way. There's another playbook called The Legacy. Also, this is me stalling for time because I can see people still writing. So you're close to The Legacy as a playbook, but in a very different way. Did you get a look at Respect at all?
I have not looked at Respect.
All right, why don't we look at it together? So you're going to write down the names of at least 2 other characters whose respect you need to earn in order to differentiate yourself from your parent. You may fill in new names whenever appropriate. So, you know what? I feel real fun about this. So I want you to come up with the name and I'll come up with backstory. So when we actually start the campaign, I'll tell you more about these like individuals and how they fit into the puzzle of the city. So go ahead and pick 2 of these 6 and we will work together, you and I, so that you can constantly be moving through your respect track.
I'm coming up with the names or
just
the names and the positions?
You have a list of 6 positions.
Right. So should I?
So pick 2 of those, come up with a name for each one, and then I'll fill in like backstory that you would know as a Scion before we start our next session.
Awesome.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, I'll go ahead and continue reading Respect. When you seek out one of the characters named above, roll plus Savior. On a hit, you track them down. On a 7 to 9, they're juggling their own problems and may not have time for you. On a miss, when you find them, the situation is dire. The GM will tell you how. If you earn influence over the characters listed above, instead you mark 1 respect. If you lose influence over the characters listed above, you lose a respect. If you lose a respect and have none marked, you immediately mark a condition, GM's choice. And then the first time you reach 4 respect on any given individual, you'll take an advancement. So you actually have an alternate track for advancement, which is pretty cool. And we'll get into like how that works when we get to that part of the page. So did you pick 2?
Yeah, I'm working on the names though.
Okay, which 2 did you pick?
I want to do my parents' greatest enemy and my parents' greatest victim.
Ooh, nice. All right. How's everyone else doing? Did you pick your moves?
Yeah.
Okay. While we do that, we'll come back to you, David. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
No, stay put together. I chose alien tech. So when you alter a human device with your alien technology, roll plus freak. On a hit, you create a device that can do something impossible once and then fizzle. When you roll a 10 plus, choose 1. It works exceptionally well, or you get an additional use out of it.
Nice.
On a miss, the device works, but it has a completely unattended side effect that the GM will reveal when you use it.
Thank you for picking this. I love it so much. Awesome.
I chose Alien Ways. Whenever you openly disregard or determine or undermine a important Earth custom in favor of one of your own people's customs, use Superior, shift Superior up, and any other label down.
Nice. I love it.
And then Kirby Craft.
Yeah.
You have a vehicle, something from your home. Detail its look and choose 2 strength and 2 weaknesses. When you are flying your ship, you can use it to unleash your powers, directly engage a threat, or defend someone using Superior.
Heck yeah. All right. So what does your Kirby Craft look like?
Looks like it's like sort of like a law. It's colored similar to me because
Okay.
that's how we do.
If this was a podcast, what color are you?
I am blue
Nice.
currently.
Like neon blue? Because you said you neon skin
I'm a
earlier.
neon. I'm a very like kind of bright blue.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
he's like, I am blue. Now I am red. Now I am purple.
Okay, fair enough.
I am currently blue.
Yeah.
And my spaceship is also currently blue.
Does it
because
shift as you shift?
It can shift as I shift because I can use my powers with it.
Cool, tight.
So in general, it's just sort of like a pod that has like just it looks kind of like Superman's little kid pod when he came to Earth.
Okay, tight.
Like that.
Okay.
But blue.
And you can fly around in it?
Better, yes.
Now? Can other people fit in it?
No.
All right, fair enough. What are its 2 strengths?
It's 2 strength. Oh shit! My foot knocked on it.
He just went on a
shorter.
little ride.
Yep. Its 2 strengths are that it is. I forgot to choose these.
Yep. Said he was ready. He is a fucking liar.
Chameleon plating, and let's say dimension shifting.
Okay.
So it can sort of disappear from our world.
I like that.
A minute.
Nice. What are its 2 weaknesses?
Its weaknesses are bizarre fuel source.
Which is what?
Something from my planet
Okay.
that isn't here.
So what?
Use it much.
Okay, got it.
Limited, yeah.
Good to know.
Difficult to repair as well.
All right, I like this. Very cool. Yeah. Those are 3 great moves.
Are you ready to hear my greatest enemy, or my parents' greatest enemy? Their superhero name is Vanta Black.
Nice. Very cool.
And then I'm still working on the parent,
Okay.
or the victim.
All right, man. When you jump forward, you gotta be all ready, or I would skip to the next person.
Okay.
And
You're
come
like,
back to
are you
you.
ready for this? I'm not.
Yeah. All right. You keep working on that and finish it.
Your moves,
Ian, walk me through it.
My moves. Okay, I got blowing off steam.
Nice. What's that?
When you commit a misdemeanor or a small victimless crime, you may clear a condition of your choice.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, to feel less guilty, I can destroy a phone booth.
Yeah, like you do. Who even uses a fucking phone booth
Right?
anymore?
Real good
That's
question.
a public
service.
Yeah.
Just getting rid of it.
I love
Leaving
it.
the trash all over the street. That's littering. It's a victimless crime. Yeah. And I got do me a favor. And so when I go to an ordinary civilian that I know for a favor, I roll plus mundane, and on a 10 plus, they'll lend me a hand. On a 7 to 9, they need me to promise something up front, and on a miss, they get caught up in my superpowered nonsense and suffer.
Amazing. Cool. I will. Let me double check. Yeah, you're okay.
I'll be telling you that part.
Yeah, we'll go over that in a second.
Okay.
I do also just want to let you know the same thing I let David know is these are both pretty situational. So I will let you know that like for the first like 2 sessions or so, you can switch your moves if you feel like you're not getting like good use out of them.
Okay.
I mean, that is true for all of you. I'm just trying to put you guys on alert specifically because you picked fun choices that you may not like always have good access to. So I'm simply alerting you that may be the case. And if so, feel free to pick a different move. But I like them both very much.
I think I'm going to keep blowing off steam. I'm not sure about doing me a favor. That
Yeah.
was the one I thought about most.
No, you're
I
good.
was like, blowing off steam, that means I can just destroy stuff and there's nothing and that's good for me? That's great.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about friends in low places, son.
Okay, I have got...
Can you go ahead and read?
yes. I have, I got some ties, villains from my previous career.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Mr. Kane, who is for insider info. I can go to him.
Uh-huh.
I can get 4 favors out of that man. He used to
Okay.
work for Batman. What? Shut up. I got Dr. Cutler, who deals in cosmic artifacts.
Cosmetic artifacts.
That's
Tight.
He does your eyeliner. Just ancient Egyptian
Yeah.
eyeliner shit.
Oh my god, so good.
He owes me 3 favors. And
Sweet.
I got Tegan Queen, who deals in weapons, and she owes me 2 favors.
Awesome. Very cool.
And you know, bad stuff can happen, but it's gonna be fun.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like this. So when you come for the blah, 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 blah.
When time passes on a plus roll on my highest obligation, they come crashing into my life. So
There we go.
things can happen.
I like this. You guys have given me a lot of good, fun NPC work to deal with, which is more work for me. So everyone but Dylan can fuck right off.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Except now I have to think about a whole universe for you. No, I like it. I like it a lot. So do you have your... David, do you have your 2 NPCs for me?
Yes. The first one is Vanta Black,
Mm-hmm.
who is my parents' greatest enemy.
Yep.
My second one, my parents' greatest victim. Her name is Sophia Moon. Same last name as me.
Interesting.
I'm just going to let you walk with that.
I mean, I'm going to walk straight up to, is that your mom? I don't know where you expected me to take that walk to.
I don't know.
Is that your mom?
The DM needs to know.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of like mom's toxic behavior is just like seeping over into the extended family. Maybe that's an aunt.
Oh, wait. So, yeah. Is your parent, your mom or your dad the villain?
Oh, my mom.
Okay.
Mom's the villain.
There we go.
So
That's the important thing I need to know, which is why I wouldn't have proffered mom.
In my mind's eye, my mom is basically similar to Catwoman.
Yeah, I got
And
it from the
she's-
cat.
Yeah.
You made a
so-
master thief. Cool.
Yeah.
Tight.
So, and my whole thing is I just need to slow her down. That's why I go by Caltrop.
Oh, that's super cute. I like it. Nice. I like that a lot. Okay, good stuff, you guys. Let's go ahead and look. So if you go back to the left side of the page, let's do our relationships. So yeah, the really nice thing about Masks as a system is that it forces you to figure out how you're interconnected. And it's nice that we're in a fairly small group, so like you guys are going to be very interconnected. So here's what I want you to do. we're just going to go in order and just read both of your relationships. And then you guys make like a mental note of like, if you hear one that you're like, oh, I'm definitely that, go ahead and like jump in for it. And then we'll just figure out your guys' connectivity to one another. So why don't we have David go first?
Relationship number 1. Blank is the only one who understands what I'm going through. I told them which part of me I wished was more like my parent. Number 2, my parent once fought and thrashed blank. I've got to find a way to make it up to them.
Okay. Who?
One of your parents here?
Just one of my parents.
Yep,
just my mom.
Okay.
Mom's a villain.
I mean, the first one doesn't make any sense for me.
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and say that one. Like, it feels very obvious that like you would.
I will take the second one.
Yes.
Whereas I would have been helpful.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. So, go ahead and put where our character name Jenry. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jenry for your second one, and Faultline for your first one. You guys should also be writing down the other players' names. That's not on me to do only.
Yeah.
Sweet. Go ahead, Ian, and read off your relationships.
I've earned the trust of blank, and I follow their example of what a hero should be. And I did something terrible to blank once. I hope they can forgive me one day.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Okay.
What was the first one?
I've earned the trust of blank and I follow their example of what it
Okay, I'll take that.
That makes a lot of sense for like a scion that's never dipped towards the dark side. Like,
But like maybe I hung out with my mom and like, how did you? Who raised you? How are you so good?
yeah.
Caltrop, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I like it. Very cool. Dylan, go ahead when you're ready.
Jenry or
It's
Jenry.
Jenry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jenry. Spelled how it's pronounced in your Earth tongue.
Amazing.
You've been learning about Earth by spending time with blank. Or you have a crush on blank, but you keep it under wraps.
Nice. If you are uncomfortable with the second one, let me know.
I don't care.
Read the first one again.
You've been learning about Earth by spending time with blank.
Oh man, spending time with Faultline will get you a.
I'll tell you about fucking Earth, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, I chose that I'm cheerful. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's very good.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
I think
I
that'd be
wouldn't
fun.
even like sway you. Like
Nice.
you'd be like, oh, so this is what you mean. No. At all.
Awesome.
And telling me people are garbage. But I'm helping them now.
Okay, so what is this choice that's being made? What?
What?
So what's what?
I think it's Faultline for your first one.
That's the example one.
Yeah.
Can we do less of the romantic thing with the second one? Since
Yeah.
I'm kind of falling into it. Maybe just more like.
Oh no, like you don't have to be picked for the second one. It could be left blank or it could be
okay.
an NPC.
We get out as an NPC. What's the
Yeah.
second one? Somebody named Craig or something. Craig.
Would you like to use that one or can I or would you like me to swap it out with something else?
You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Why don't we go ahead and swap it out then so that everyone is double connected? We'll say that at some point Caltrop comforted you when you were at your lowest.
Would
And
you
that
like
is
some,
a relationship taken from the Transformed playbook.
Would you like some antifreeze? It's delicious.
What?
Because it's like a weird, like he's so out there. Like he's a robot. I don't see why everyone doesn't see that he's playing a robot.
Okay, number one. Did we confirm male pronouns?
I'll just respond to things.
Okay.
They're
I'll just respond to things.
Two, are you a robot?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Cool.
was going to say a person, but that's not exactly correct. You are an individual? I am an individual.
Nice. Okay, so let's go through one more time, starting with Dylan. Go ahead and read your relationships with the names in place.
It comforted me when what? I didn't finish writing the
Oh, sorry. Comforted you when you were at your lowest.
Okay, so I've been learning about Earth by spending time with Faultline.
What's the worst piece of, like, what's the biggest lie Faultline has convinced you of?
I don't lie. I spread misinformation.
No,
on
this
accident.
is your question to
Biggest
answer.
lie that, like, I believe?
Yes, that you believe.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm gonna think about that for a hot minute. We can get back to me on
No,
that.
you gotta make a snap choice.
Oh, snap choice?
Yeah, come
Damn
on,
it.
Oh, snap, a choice.
Just let your heart tell you.
It's easy. These banks are for suckers.
Yeah, nice. That's so good. Cool. Okay, and then your second one?
So, Caltrop comforted me when I was at my lowest.
What happened? And was she aware that you were at your lowest? Because you're very cheerful.
Okay, so let's see. So it was Caltrop whose mother beat the shit out of me once,
That sounds right.
right? So it was sometime after that, and that was like right after I came to Earth, and there was I wasn't being accepted yet because I hadn't quite figured out that I should probably look like a person sometimes. And
That's a big one.
And Caltrop was the only person who actually came to like try and comfort me when I was like I had like joined a school
Nice.
in this horrible place in my life. So
Okay. Was Caltrop aware that this was like a very low point for you?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Good to know.
If I joined a school, do you mean you just showed up one day? I go here now.
Something like
What?
that.
Yeah. Amazing.
What? Slash,
It was
who are
probably like-
you?
I probably went straight to a superintendent and was like, I go here now. And they were like, all right.
Can I
Perfect.
flesh that out a little bit? Or no? Okay.
Ian, you're up.
I earned the trust of Caltrop, and I follow their example of what a hero should be.
Describe the moment when you realized that like Caltrop was going to be your model for how to behave heroically.
Not my game. Let's see. Once, soon after I left the villain track, and I used to work with her mom a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but in this case, I was working against her mom, and she happened to be there too, and she was helping out civilians, and she wasn't just focused on the enemy, she was focused on her surroundings. When I'm like, oh, that's probably what a hero should really be.
Nice.
Well, that seems nice.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get there super quick, but I get that's the direction I should go.
Oh, I like that a lot. Awesome. Second one?
I did something terrible to Jenry once. I hope they can forgive me one day.
Okay, what'd you do to Jenry?
I wanted to find out if they could be injured, and so I dropped a large piece of a building on them.
Did they know it was you?
Yes. Because I got their attention. And I was like, hey, Jen, come here for a minute. I have a question for you. Can you be injured? And they were like, I'm just going to step back. I'll answer this for myself. And I just did it in front of them.
Oh my god. Okay. Have you guys had a conversation about this in
I
the
don't know.
aftermath?
Jenry seemed okay. Didn't ask about it. Kind of hoping there's no animosity there, because to be totally honest, Jenry scares the shit out of me.
Respect. That's a good answer. Okay. So yeah, keep that in your back pocket. I'm not going to ask you any follow-up questions, Dylan.
Dropped a building on me for science. I got it.
For science, you monster.
Not a monster. I'm misunderstood.
I'm quoting Portal. For science, you monster. All right, David, you're up.
It's been too long since
I know. It's okay.
Faultline is the only one who understands what I'm going through. I told them which part of me I wished was more like my parent.
Okay. Which part of you do you wish is more like your parent?
your body.
Ridiculous.
Your mom's hot.
I'm not able to enjoy myself. Like, my mom is very carefree in her chaos, and I'm always feeling so burdened by doing the right thing and always being looked up to. And I'm like, I know it's the right thing, but I find no pleasure in it.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Second one.
My parent once fought and thrashed Jenry. I have to find a way to make it up to them.
So my question for you is, why didn't you help Jenry when you watched your mom kicking Jenry's ass?
I was too focused on my surroundings.
What does that mean?
So this was like a very public spectacle of a battle. It involved him and my mom and then like a few other people. It was like a bank heist that went wrong, and like half a dozen supers and half a dozen villains started going out, and I'm like, there are too many civilians here. I need to make sure that everyone's going to be okay. And so instead of helping him or them, Jenry, I was doing good stuff. I was doing superhero stuff, but I feel personally responsible for the actions of my mom. And so the fact that I didn't choose to mitigate her problem, but like help everyone else, led to his thrashing.
Just don't go to banks. Doctors.
Man, that like keeps resonating in your head. Like, yeah, okay. Maybe banks do suck. They are for suckers.
I told him that after that shit happened.
Oh, so good.
Just don't go to banks. You're either you're going to get screwed out of some money, or there's going to be a supervillain fight.
Nice. Okay, so there's one more interesting economy in this game, which is influence. Once again, we're leaning into this idea that teenagers are still struggling to have a sense of identity and to be considered like people enough to have influence over others, while all adults have influence over you.
Ouch.
And the economy of that like will go back and forth and allow you to be more effective both in and out of battle. So let's go down the line. The easiest, there's no like really good tracker for this on the page. I usually just make like a little T-chart to keep track of like who I gave influence to and who has influence over me. Once again, it'll go back and forth all the time, so you might want to find a way to note that on your
mean?
Is literally just the ability, like if it's influence over an adult, they can't tell you what to do. Adults with influence over you can like pressure you into acting or not acting according to their whim. And then influence over each other comes into play when you're trying to provoke one another or pierce in one another's masks. So it is literally just what it says on the tin. It's your ability to like be regarded by the people you're interacting with. So let's go ahead and start with Ian. Go ahead and read your influence. And everyone get ready to write something important down.
Do you talk openly about your days as a villain? If so, give each team member influence over you. If not, just give influence to one teammate whose example you most closely follow.
Okay, so do you spend time talking about the good old days of villainy?
I mean, I feel like my character definitely would.
Yeah.
I robbed that bank. Like that.
Yeah, oh my god. Amazing.
Yeah, that bank's for suckers.
That one specifically. Oh, that's so good.
And by robbed, I mean went in, saw the vault was fucking empty and left. God, the worst bank.
Amazing. Okay, so both of you have influence over Faultline.
I'd rather not have that be the case, but hey,
you can get rid of it. Like they can burn it, you can take it. It's a shifty economy. You're good.
It's a shifty economy.
Yes, it is.
All economies are shifty.
Oh snap! Except for cryptocurrency.
The wave of the future.
That's how you know you're a villain.
Literally the shiftiest shit.
You are not wrong. Okay, David, go ahead.
I have a wallet for every single one.
This team may be the key to proving you're different from your parent, but you don't want to be defined by your peers either. Give influence to two teammates.
Okay, so you guys both have influence over
Ouch.
Savannah. Sorry, Caltrop. Okay. Dylan, you good? Good.
Oh,
It's
for the
yours.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so choose your demeanor, haughty or cheerful, and I chose cheerful, and so that means everyone has influence over me.
Amazing. So you guys, everyone has influence over everyone.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled to be here.
Oh my gosh, so good. It's the very like Starfire
Yeah,
move. Super good. So good.
specifically the cartoon Starfire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not New 52
No.
Starfire.
I mean, she's also very cheerful.
I could transform into that. She got better. She
Thank
started
God.
out not okay.
She was super like, girl, are you okay? You are not wrong.
Oh wow, you're made of thirst.
Fact. Okay. Everyone got that written down?
Yep.
Sweet. Last thing to do before we are officially ready to play our game. When our team first came together, and so each one of you has a... Oh, actually, no, we didn't do backstory.
It's true.
You know what? Yeah, let's spend a couple minutes going over backstory, because we've been slowly introducing each other, like, to our characters the whole time.
I wrote down the shit.
Yeah, so if you have your backstory stuff written down, I will start with you then, Dylan. The rest of you, go ahead and take a look at your backstory. Have general answers to those questions, and then we'll do a full introduction of your character. Use both your names if applicable, and just give us like a nice holistic little like soundbite of what your character is now that you've spent some time thinking about it.
Okay. The planet that I'm from is the
So
easiest...
go ahead and introduce yourself like with your character name one more time.
Hi, my name's Jenry,
Yeah.
and I'm a superhero on this planet. The planet that I'm from is the closest word in the English language for that planet is Earth, and we call your planet the closest word for what we call your planet is minimum.
Minimum.
Shit.
Oh my God! What a dunk.
I'm on Earth right now because it's the planet that I decided to go on my coming of age journey on.
Nice. So you're on Alien Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Tight.
And I decided to stay here so far because I haven't come of age yet. And my people want me back because they think that I have, but I haven't reached Earth's standards of coming of age yet. So I've decided to stay.
Tight.
And I care about the team because on my planet, groups are chosen for life.
Aww.
And so I'm very attached.
That's really good. Nice. Oh, Jenry, I like that a lot. You ready to go? Someone? Anyone?
Yeah, I'll go.
Go for it.
So,
I am
Caltrop, and my supervillain parent is Shadow Moon.
nice.
My mom told me about her true nature as I was coming of age.
What does that mean? We all keep using the phrase coming of age. Also, you're 13.
Yeah, 13. So, like, it happened recently.
Okay.
A woman now.
Yeah, that's very weird.
Yeah.
In what culture do we say 13 is coming of
I
age?
thought he was 14.
14. All right. No, 13. You agreed you wanted to be
13,
13 in
okay.
high school.
All right, so...
Are you like Jewish?
Fucking smart kid.
Was that like a thing for your
yes.
bat mitzvah?
Yes,
Was like,
I am.
all right, cool.
Yes, I am. What was your name again?
So,
Savannah Moon.
Standard
Very
Jewish name.
It's a very Jewish name.
my mom told me about her lifestyle. She tried to break it to me like the same way parents tell their kids that there's no Santa.
Okay.
It's sort of like, so all the nice stuff that you really, really like, because I like nice stuff. I got that through means that are less than legal.
Nice.
And so she's trying to basically, since I'm so good at security and techie hacker stuff, she wanted me to be her person in a chair to help her chart police activity and things like that. And so she was trying to trying to recruit me. But I never liked her alter ego. Like, I followed it, and I just saw the wake of terrible things that left behind. Stealing isn't just stealing; it's like taking people's livelihoods.
I like it.
So I turned from that just because the recruitment didn't work as well as she has hoped to. Outside of my team, I have a history teacher at school who is a real, I look up to quite a bit and fulfills sort of like a parental mentoring figure, not like a superhero figure, just like, here's how to be a good person. Or
Nice. What's your history teacher's name?
Let's go for Ms. Smith.
Nailed it.
Is she an
Awesome.
agent?
Could be. She's actually all the teachers at the school. They all look like her. Okay.
Welcome to class, Mrs. Moon.
Why are you married at 13? She came of age so suddenly.
And then why do I
Jewish thing, right?
why do I care about this team is I go back to that bank robbery that went awry, and these two were the only two that were trying to do anything about it.
You on about how banks are bullshit?
Yeah. During
that
this bank robbery, were you had you already switched and become a reformed, or were you still a villain at this point?
Might have been a tweener.
Okay.
So he's having
bank
he's
robbery
having
triggered it.
conflict.
I'm having-
So I'm gonna say this that incident isn't the reason
Okay.
why. Just because I don't want to step on
Okay.
this transformation cycle.
So the reason I care about these, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a particular incident, but my mom is not the most villainous in the city. She kind of skates by because people are like, well, it's just thieving. At least she's not mind controlling animals to set the Statue of Liberty on fire or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's a very specific
so
situation.
specific.
right.
We all saw it that one time. It was super weird.
I was out of town.
No one believes
I was
that.
on a job.
and she really skates by as people kind of look at her as a Robin Hood type figure, but she's not. She really is evil. She
Okay.
just curates her brand to be sort of neutral.
Okay.
And these two are the only two that see her for who she is, other than me.
Okay. That work for everyone?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I kind of got to know her really well at one point, and I don't want to talk about that. 'Cause that has nothing to do with villainy.
Awesome. Okay, so did you go?
Nope.
Let's go.
Is my name. I looked at that
No
side of the
one
sheet
knows.
For so long.
Andrew.
Andrew Faultline.
Well, you guys should have both versions of the names down.
Yeah.
You are Andrew Conway
Andrew Conway.
of Conway Corp.
Yeah. Well, no. Of the Conways of Conway Corp. I don't work for Conway Corp.
Well, yeah, you are of it though.
I don't care about my dad.
Okay.
Because he don't care about me.
Savannah?
Is it Savannah with an H at the end?
Yes.
All right. Super important.
Okay. I was first mentored in supervillainy. What, mine? I already said my name.
I'm doing it all
My name is Faultline. You can call me Andrew. I don't really care.
What an edgy boy.
I don't even care. I was first mentored in villainy by Mr. Kane, the information broker.
Mm-hmm.
And he found me by me being a really shitty kid that my parents didn't care about.
Oh no.
So it's easy to find those, especially if they have powers in destroying phone booths. And so he mentored me in the ways of supervillainy, and he gave me my first jobs. He basically became my handler in supervillainy. And after a few years, kind of felt bad about it.
Nice.
Bringing this kid into the villain game, and he started giving me jobs that weren't necessarily as villainy. He'd give me a job somewhere that was maybe a little more helpful, and he got me back on the right track.
Nice.
My goal as a supervillain was to not be worthless to someone.
Oh, God.
God,
Ah.
you little boy.
Oh, sweet boy.
And I wasn't worthless to Mr. Kane.
Oh, no.
And I switched over by Mr. Kane's influence over me and really getting over my angsty teenage bullshit.
Nice.
For that part of it. There's still angsty teenage bullshit.
Yeah, of course.
But it's lessened. I don't wear that much trench coat anymore.
It's gotten short.
Much
It's
trench coat.
Yeah, it's just he cuts a little off every year.
Eventually, it'll
It's
just
just
be
a jacket now. It's just a jacket
Someday
now.
it'll be like a little bolero.
It's still black,
Just like a
but it's
little-
just a jacket now. And I care about my team because they're the only people that care about me.
Aw, that's really good.
Both of those
And
people
so
fucked me.
sad.
Build them on
Amazing.
my ass.
Oh, that's so good. Okay. So now the last thing we'll do before our character creation's officially done is we're going to talk about when our team first came together, which is the other reason I kind of stepped on your bank moment.
Okay.
Because I feel like that was interesting in the past that helped establish backstory things, but I want to talk about the moment you guys actually like joined forces and became a trio of superhero-dom. So it's fun because in Masks, every playbook has a different question, and there's like a machete order to like how you read them in to answer the questions, and we're all gonna build like this event together.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks is they didn't update the like GM order for like who to ask questions to with the new playbooks. So I went through and read your playbooks, and I've assembled an order for the group. So we will start first with the Reformed. Please read your question. When our team first came together,
We fought a terrible enemy from my old life. Who was it, and what did they take?
you guys can also like chime in with suggestions, but this is primarily Ian's question.
We fought with Volcanus.
Ooh. Okay. Gets to typing.
Fuck, dope name out of the gate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to write that down too.
Volcanic. You should all write that down. It's a thing you all know. Yep. Back of the page, like back of the sheet, works really well for that. Just flip that bad boy off to the back. All right, Volcanus.
And like, what does it mean? What they take from me?
So you had something important to you, and they took it. What was it? Is it something that's tied to your powers? Is it something tied to your family? Is it just like a favorite, like personal object of yours? If I made a suggestion, it would be Mr. Kane.
He owes me favors.
Yeah, he can still come back.
Okay.
But whatever. It can be a person, place, thing, or
Okay.
idea. It can be anything. So
Mr. Kane,
Volcan-
he's Mr. Kane's new golden boy, and he's one of the reasons that I no longer take jobs from Mr. Kane specifically.
oh God.
He took your spot.
Well, I mean, I started doing not villain things, and Mr. Kane's kind of an evil guy.
Yeah.
Who just likes me.
Oh my God, he
so-
did a go away Pikachu thing to you and like got you out of the game.
Yeah.
That's so good. Nice. Okay, so what happened? It involved one of your favorite, or it involved, yeah. So just start as a group. Well, just give me just a rough idea of what Volcanus was doing.
Volcanus burrow. This is the bank job, you say?
I don't know. I didn't say
Doesn't
anything.
have to be a bank job.
We don't have to go back
okay.
to the bank job.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
this can be something
I don't know.
entirely different.
I don't know why I was thinking bank.
Just
job.
everything's a bank job.
Everything's a bank. 'Cause
This
banks
whole
are for
city is
suckers.
banks. It's just banks.
I'm gonna go for hostage situation
Nice.
in the Capitol building
Okay.
of whatever the fuck wherever we are.
You guys are in Halcyon City, but I'll talk about that in a second.
Cool. The Capitol building of Halcyon City. He burrowed underneath with his Volcanus powers to basically make a little volcano shaft underneath it, and he took the mayor hostage.
Nice.
And it was his first big job as Mr. Kane's golden boy.
I love
We
it.
knew each other. Like, he came in while I was there.
Ah,
We trained side by side sometimes. Because
same
I got-
age as you or
I got
older?
earth powers and he got volcano powers. So it's like
Yeah.
we could make a cool ass volcano together. We did that once, and then island, and I think we could No, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's fine. What? What was that? What?
Was that a
I
natural
never did
disaster?
anything cool with Volcanus.
Nope. There was no super volcano.
What's Volcanus's, like, do you know Volcanus's secret identity?
No. That'd be totally against Mr. Kane's stuff.
Nice. 2, do you know Volcanus's age relative to your own?
He seems similar to me.
Okay.
In height and vocal patterns. I don't know.
Thank you for that gift. Okay. And finally, did you guys get into, like, do you have a sense of how long you both were working with Mr. Kane? Like, were you there first?
I was there first.
Okay, cool.
And he definitely just brought Volcanus in to get me out.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Dunk. Nice. Okay, next question will be for the outsider. When we first came together.
We didn't trust each other at first, but that changed. How? Why?
Okay, so now you know that this was Volcanus and a hostage situation at the Capitol
And this
building.
all just happens in this whole situation.
Yep.
What was I at the Capitol building for?
Being a superhero.
I guess. Am I a superhero at this
You were
point?
meeting the mayor because he was like, "What the fuck?"
You
are
all first came together as a group, but so it's pretty obvious. Like at this point, you were all established in your identities.
Okay. So we are a group, though,
You first came together as a group at this
at
point,
this juncture.
but as
We
an
just-
individual,
We all
you-
happened to be there at the same time and became a group at this place.
or maybe like you were passing by and saw it, or maybe you were part of some other situation and you were called in to intervene. like-
this is post when her mom beat the shit out of me.
Yes.
And and I'm saying that we were both there because of that situation.
What do you mean?
Because after that situation was resolved, that was when the mayor brought me in to try and smooth over sort of intergalactic relation
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, I like that. Sweet. So there was a press conference establishing intergalactic,
Relations.
international,
With
relations.
Earth.
And that's exactly
Yes.
how the mayor stumbled over. He's like, I don't
Perfect.
know how to say
I don't
this.
know what to say. Superheroes is one thing. Aliens is another.
Intergalactic relation.
Fuck. Cool. Tight. He keeps swearing. Just like, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, the 30-second delay. Thank
It's just alien.
Christ. This
Aliens.
is a night.
Okay,
Yeah.
just cut that real quick.
Just cut that
Aliens,
whole
keep
part.
cutting it.
Jesus. God, you glow a lot.
Everyone's wearing
You're
sunglasses.
so
Yeah.
bright and pretty, but you're not what are you?
How old are you? Oh, God. What is your power set? This is very upsetting for me. What's that? As a volcano shoots at.
yeah. Okay, so that's going on. And so I'm assuming he's there just to stop Volcanus because he has grudge against Volcanus.
I don't know.
It was, I found out, i.e. Mr. Kane let it slip that Volcanus was doing a thing.
Okay, nice.
And it's not something that my new fluffier personality would let get by.
I love it. Tight.
Fluffy.
So fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Those
cats. Nothing to do with his mom. Whatever.
Okay.
Ah,
That's. I don't
so good.
like her mom.
Ooh, I mean, understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her mom quite a lot.
Yeah, we
Oh,
could all
dear.
tell that you have a crush on your mom.
It's like 16 or something.
Yep.
I was like, well, you're 17.
I'm currently 17.
Yeah.
Could be late stage
I'm practically
17.
an adult.
so-
Yep.
I was still a villain when I was 17, though.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all there at the same time as the volcano erupts and the mayor is taken from under my nose, because I don't know if this is supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's fair. Humans are super weird.
It's a strange place.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for a little longer than he's been good.
Okay, so 6 months is your hard limit. So what? How long relative to the 6 months that you've been a good guy?
Let's say 8.
Okay, cool.
I'm not. I've been here less than a year,
Tight.
and for a while of that, I like people. I wasn't really near people.
Yeah.
I was just sort of doing my own thing, observing or whatever.
Yeah, you probably did like a little like tour of the planet. Like, what's this? What's that? Who
and
are
everyone's
they?
like, why is there an elephant? What's
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm still very new to Earth things.
Tight.
I don't know that Volcanus is a villain
Yep.
and that he has kidnapped somebody, and it's not part of the show that goes along with this weird thing I'm at.
Yeah, respect.
I bust through that door, I jump down, you're like, Volcanus!
Yeah.
Yeah, there
You're
you
on the side like,
go. Very good. This is very good theater. I've seen theater in the park before.
it's not enough pigeons.
Way
I
better
think.
effects for this one.
Yeah.
This is very good. Powered people should get into theater more often. And as everyone else has realized far before me that this is a bad situation and they're fighting Volcanus, I slowly realize it because the person I came with is suddenly involved in the play, and that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Because they would have told me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I decide to start fighting as well. And it's during this fight that we end up teaming together at various points to like protect each other
Yeah.
and the people around us, that we start to earn some sort of mutual trust.
Nice. I like it. So basically, like the trust changed mostly because you like were effective at stopping Volcanus.
Yes,
Okay.
together as a
Together. Yes. All right. I love it. Anything else you want to add?
It was purple that day.
What color were you?
I was like a magenta.
Oh my god, yay! Sweet. Okay,
It's very schway.
bring us home, Savannah.
Someone important learned about my lineage and condemned us all. Who and why?
Into the mic.
I thought that's what I'm doing.
I mean, you were speaking below it.
You were kind of like
your nose is on the
Sorry.
mic.
You okay? I feel like you got hungry all of a sudden. Your energy just...
This into the mic thing just
Oh, that's
is,
fair.
it's a years-long struggle of
Respect.
them just being a dick.
I'm not being a dick. I'm trying to. Everyone else figured it out like real fast.
You're good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How straight are my badges?
They're crooked as
Yeah,
fuck.
And that's where I'm getting that from.
Gotcha.
So we're fighting Volcanus at Capitol, the mayor's building. We are effective in pushing back Volcanus.
Yes.
But we're also teenagers, and so here's what I want to add is the mayor doesn't make it out. Oh, can we erase someone or no?
I'll see. Pending.
Yeah, let me just throw
Pitch
this
me.
out there. So we're there together trying to do intergalactic relation stuff, the superhero thing.
Wait, yeah. Why were you there?
Oh, she was there with me because of the mom
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
She
Okay,
was
gotcha.
representing her mother in some
Got
weird
it.
capacity.
Oh, that's weird. I like it.
As someone of the same bloodline,
Yeah, that's fucking
we
wild.
apologize.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
City, like,
It
oof.
is definitely something that would happen.
Yeah, like I definitely believe a city would do that, and it's just a nightmare to consider for any amount of time.
So this is like a presser that we're at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With like microphones and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first time you went up to the mic and you said,
Is that okay?
"I'm
Do you
a,"
want to
like,
nix that?
went,
No, it's good. It's just I need to think about the thing. I was thinking that basically the mayor who are doing all the political stuff doesn't survive, so the assistant mayor gets promoted and realizes that I'm the linear the offspring of this bad person, and now
They already knew that.
yeah.
So then like someone important learned about my lineage. Everyone knows about my lineage. I don't know how to wrap that in.
Well, okay, so then my question is like, does everyone know about your lineage? If you want to say no, and that people occasionally find out, like you're a hero, and then occasionally people find out that the hero is the daughter of what was her name, Shadow Moon?
Yeah.
Shadow Moon. So then I'm gonna walk back in time and say that this was not a like weird handshake between Shadow Moon's daughter.
Yeah, but it is really good.
So do you want it or not?
Yeah, okay. So how about this is my like public, like not everyone knows this before the presser,
Mhm.
and I'm like, hey, this is like part of my penance for my mom is like and trying to like right her wrongs is like,
Okay.
I'm her public face sometimes, even though she doesn't even ask for it. So I'm shaking his hand.
Okay, so how about this? Like, this was between the city and you, because they were like, we want to apologize for what happened while you were in Halcyon City on behalf of Earth. So please don't invade us, I guess.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, you like stand up, walk up, and you say like, I'm Shadow Moon's daughter, and I just want to say that like she's really not like that. Like you stand up to like defend and apologize for your mom.
You stand up as your superhero persona or as your real person persona?
Yeah.
Real person persona.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
That's dangerous.
That's
so-
super dangerous.
yeah, I'm 13. I don't know what I'm
Emphasis
doing.
on
Yeah.
super.
Ha.
The whole thing is that the police chief does not buy it, and he's condemned us all. They're clearly they're a bad egg. The three of them.
A
Okay.
singular egg?
Yeah.
They're an egg with 3 yolks.
Okay, so
So I mean,
why? I like this. I like that it's the chief of police. But why did she condemn you all?
well, just look at what we brought. We brought Volcanus right to the doorstep of the thing. This is like after, as the smoke is clearing.
Yeah. So they basically rewrote it that like Shadow Moon's daughter, along with an alien that may or may not invade, and someone who literally like previously knew Volcanus.
Yeah.
Like,
and is clearly a villain. Clearly, quote, quote.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I believe at that time, I had like literally just become a hero and hadn't really made that fact known.
Yeah, it wasn't super
I'm
well
still
understood.
Using the same name.
Nice.
It's Faultline. He destroys things. I'm good now. Fuck off.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think there's a perception that we're not the group, that it's us plus Volcanus. And like in the mind of the public,
Okay.
like we're not necessarily, the public's at least divided about how we feel about it, but the police chief for certain knows in his cop heart that we're all bad.
She.
Her cop heart that we're all bad eggs.
Yeah. Okay. So I will
Yeah, bring
mush
it together.
this together.
Bring it together.
So here's what happened. In the middle of that presser where the mayor was trying to establish intergalactic relations and apologize for the curb stomping that that Jenry took while in Halcyon City, all of this was being aired and like pushed out live on like the radio and online. There's a Twitch stream about it.
Radio.
It was very exciting.
I listened on the radio. I did not.
Yeah.
I don't own a radio.
As this apology happened, Savannah stands up as Savannah, not as
Caltrop.
Caltrop, comes up, starts apologizing, and the mayor like takes a step back and notices something out of the corner of his eye. And at that point, the cameras see Faultline run in costume and raise his hands to stop a like onslaught of like magma, but the cameras all get knocked out and it looks like Faultline's coming and ripping apart the Capitol building. So at this point, all the feeds are cut and no one, like public perception is no longer that you guys showed up to like stop what was happening, but that you were there and you somehow like caused it.
Mhm.
You immediately go into your thing to like get the mayor out of there, but it kind of looks like you were kidnapping him. And you guys have this whole fight, but the police chief who wasn't in the room like effectively got blocked out from like the view of what happened, just sees you guys essentially making a attempt on the mayor's life and draws her terrible conclusions from there. You guys effectively like stave off Volcanus and save the mayor. I'm going to say that like the mayor doesn't die because I don't think it's super necessary. Because else, well, you know what? No, I'm not going to say no to you. The mayor doesn't make it, and the chief absolutely believes it's your guys' fault. Like they were able to stop the mayor from being taken, but not from losing his life. And the mayor isn't there to like clarify what actually happened in the space. But you know, there has to have been some camera that survived this entire like situation, some CCTV that can show what really happened and vindicate your group. And as the hacker, that's going to be the plot point I hand to your group. If you can find any like video or audio evidence of what really happened, you can clear your name. So as a group,
ironically, this is what turned me hero for sure.
well, you said you were hero a little bit before this.
Well, I said that I'd been doing jobs that weren't villainous.
Yeah.
But because I was asked to by Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
So this would be the first thing that I did on my own.
Nice.
As
Okay.
a hero.
I like it. So yeah, this is like, so your hero group is a matter of like you trusting each other, but you're also trying to clear your names and prove yourselves heroes in the eyes of Halcyon City.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
a
like
steep
fun.
hill.
Yep. So welcome to your campaign of masks. I'm going to need you guys to come up with a team name. You don't have to do it today. But yeah, let me give you a little rundown of Halcyon City.
So I refuse to have a team name.
Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair.
Come on, there's so much fun.
Yeah, we can have trust, but we can't have a fucking name. That's garbage.
We can be a legion or a league or a committee.
Kill me. All of it. A committee?
Yeah, the committee for okay stuff.
Back when I was part of the Legion of Loom. Ugh.
Oh my god, I hate it. So good. So many folk arts and crafts were done in that villain group. But Halcyon City is a city on the sea. It's most, like the biggest analog for it would be somewhere between like LA and San Francisco mushed together. Aegis has its foothold here. It is like it's Shield. Like you have a superhero bureaucracy. They don't have like a very this is not My Hero Academia where like there's a bureaucracy around heroes and it's very obvious like where heroes are and like the population density is super high. Shield works with like the top tier heroes to stop the top tier villains, and they are aware that like new powered people are born and triggered and experimented on and become every day. But it is not until you do something of sufficient magnitude to get on their radar that they will reach out to you in either a support or stopping capacity.
I definitely did something that had to do with the word magnitude.
Yeah, they know about you. We'll get to that across the campaign. Their headquarters are just north of the city. It's like carved into the side of a mountain. It's like a woman with a shield up facing the sea, and her visor is like the glass that like is their little comm center.
They might be up their own ass a little bit.
They're up their ass so much. I cannot overstate how much they're up their own ass.
Go to their carved woman base. What?
Yeah, but this is also a city of like megastructures. Like in a world where there are super like heroes and villains that can like mold the earth, it's very easy to make like physics improbable structures quite easily.
It's like Gotham City from those first two
Yes.
Batman movies where like, why are there fucking statues everywhere? What
it's
is
that.
this place?
Welcome to that. But you know, it's daytime there sometimes.
It is
so
the most confusing city to think about.
yes, Halcyon City, the most confusing city to think about. You all go to Halcyon High School. And
Good old Halley High.
Halley High. And you no. If none of you, well, do you have like a full human disguise, or do you just walk around like being the alien you are?
I walk around being the alien I am a lot of the time, but
Tight.
I feel at school I walk around being the alien I am.
Yeah.
Well, because people
Wearing a
know
little
me
cute
there
backpack.
because I'm at
Yes.
school. But when I'm not at school, I walk around kind of looking like whatever I want to look like
Respect.
that time, and it's usually like way too close to someone that people would recognize.
That's amazing. I love it so much. Yes.
Hold on, Greg? Greg, no.
So you walked into Halcyon High's administration one day and you're like, I go to school
I go to
now.
school here.
And then you just like
To come
walked.
of age.
And then the
Yes.
mayor called them and was like, goes to school there.
Yeah, Aegis came in shortly thereafter, like minutes after, and was
Right.
like, you're going to have to let this go. This is not the hill you die on. Oh, God. Like, just let it happen. And every now and then, Aegis is like, please just look like a human. And you're like, what? No.
Okay. And then I look like Brad Pitt for a while.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, God, just look normal. That's
Like slightly
so much
shorter Brad
worse.
Pitt.
Yeah, that's so much worse somehow. So you are an outed like super in the group. Everyone knows. There's a couple other like super powered individuals that like cannot hide themselves. So
I'm not like, I never tried to hide myself.
Yeah.
It's not something I understand.
perfect. So I'll leave it to you guys whether or not you're out at school.
I am not. I was a villain.
Yeah, there you go. Probably a good call.
The only thing that I don't do a costume anymore, I just have a mask on.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
And it's not even a complicated mask. It is some basic shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is just so people don't know who I am.
Respect Party
That's
City.
it.
Nice. What about you?
I'm so new in all this that like I'm still working on my suit.
Okay. Nice.
It's crocheted.
But I'm assuming no one knows that Savannah Moon is Shadow Moon's daughter.
Correct.
But people do occasionally tease you because your mom picked her actual fucking last name to
Yeah.
be her supervillain name. So they call you Shadow Moon all the time.
Oh yeah.
Not realizing that that is actually your fucking
I
mom.
never heard that one before.
Yeah, and they're like, hide your fucking pearls. It's Savannah Moon. She'll take your stuff. And you're like,
Son of a
you'll never know why this hurts so much.
but it hurts.
Yeah.
100.
1,000%. Yeah, and you are you skipped 2 grades to be in high school.
Yeah, I
now.
did.
So like you're even more pick onable
The kids
because you are a
love you.
fucking child.
Right.
I definitely know who she is because her mom would have been like wallet photographed. Like, look, my daughter's like really
Yeah,
good at
look
school.
at her. She's so good at school and at technology, and she's gonna be the best supervillain. I'm just so proud of
Evil
her.
Oracle. Very
Yeah, right?
chair ever.
Let me show you this cat she built. I can't wait till it learns how to steal. Like,
Yeah, that kind of shit.
yeah, perfect.
So like I learned that while I was in school. I'm like, oh shit, I go to school with that person.
Nice, very cool. And it was very obvious because yeah, Jenry never.
Oh, yeah, that's like, oh look, it's Brad Pitt with the wrong face. What the fuck?
Amazing.
What does that even mean?
Perfect.
Is that even Brad Pitt at that point? Well, I mean, you look at it and you're like, is that Brad? But it's not quite right. It's got like a Bradley Cooper thing going on.
Yeah.
To add to my pick honorableness, I'm also just small for my age as well. Like I am
Why are you giving yourself so much of this?
because I'm all in here. I've got a big brain.
Nice.
So the
Okay.
picture, I was like, oh shit, I bullied that kid.
Awesome. Okay, so that's the official end of character creation.
Yay!
And we will do you want to just do like a quick little scene to just get in the flow
We
of
can
your
do that.
characters? It's 1:40.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll go to like 2 o'clock.
I'm cool with that.
Cool. And that will be our session 0. You guys are at school. It is lunchtime. For the sake of this school, everyone takes their lunch at the same time. It's all super chill. And yeah, can everyone give me a... Yeah, you know what? No. First, tell me, what are you doing during the like 40-minute lunch break in high school?
I'm eating alone on the bleachers.
Fuck, that was depressing. Out of the gate, tight.
We're friends.
We are.
I'm gonna show you how to eat. We're still working on it.
I wish you answered
You're
that
not
question.
the
as
person I
friendship.
hang out with to find out about her.
Oh, it's
I mean, you
true.
can still
I
like do
know.
that, but
We're-
for the most part,
Well,
you also have clocked that this is like a little girl,
Yeah.
and if you're trying to, I don't know,
I'm
fucking
trying.
know.
Yeah,
Live your dreams.
she's under the age bracket of being of age in my culture
Mhm.
that I would want to aim for.
yeah, I definitely am with Gentry, but also
Jenry. Jenry.
Jenry.
Genry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with Jenry, but I have my nose buried in a Switch. Like
Oh, Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Tight. Sweet.
so
What are you playing?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, correct answer. Take inspiration. Take advantage on your next roll because I like that game a lot.
Uh,
But I'm like super into, like, I've got all my techie stuff in my backpack.
Tight.
That's super heavy.
And you're out at the bleachers. Go ahead and assess the situation for me.
I didn't say. what I
So
was
actually,
doing.
I'm only. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm just with her, so whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go.
I'm trying to hang out with Faultline, but Faultline keeps moving. Mostly, I just observe though on my lunch breaks.
Okay. Right.
Because I eat other things.
What do you eat?
I eat like
air.
It's the thing that comes closest to food where I come from is the same thing that powers my spaceship.
in a way, but like not the same. It's like it's alternate dimension energy. It's where my spaceship hangs out, but it's hard to cultivate like for fuel. But I gotta eat it.
Cool. I like it.
I'm just hearing a Hoover thing next to me.
I'm also kind of rattling on about the story to every Legend of Zelda game ever. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah,
if
you're
you need to
giving
be
the
a
full
person,
timeline.
you need to know the full timeline.
Yep,
So
good.
it is. I'm not taking many breaths.
Nice.
Like swords.
Yeah, Savannah is going on about like adult Link versus like child Link and like the split timeline there, which actually kind of makes sense to you because we're getting into like dimensionality. This is probably the first interesting thing she's talked to you about this video game. Andrew.
I have a sword, but I'm not talking.
God damn it. Who did you steal the sword from, Andrew?
Oh, I bought that sword with
Oh
stolen
God, of
money.
course you fucking did. You bought a sword and a fedora, you nightmare.
No, fedoras are not a thing, man. Not anymore. That shit is dead.
And you killed it with the sword you bought. Okay, Andrew, please assess the situation for me.
Like, with rolling.
Yeah, you're gonna roll 2d6 plus your superior. I want you to look at your
I am
moves.
not superior.
You're gonna hear something. It's very, very high pitched, and it sounds. You can't tell if it's quiet or far away, but it's that like weird like. You can't tell if your ear's doing something weird or, or the world
Is
is.
that like someone turn on a CRT TV?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Very cool.
I wouldn't even know what one of those is. Wouldn't bother stealing that shit. 11.
Okay, did you add your superior to it?
I have 0 superior.
Oh, that tracks. Okay, so you can ask 2 questions from the assess the situation list. As you hear this noise and you kind of perk up and look up from your lunch.
What here is the greatest danger? Yeah.
Wait, that is in the greatest danger?
It says, what here is in the greatest danger? Yes, mine. I can't read.
You're
It's
good.
fine.
You. And like public property.
Okay, that part doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just me.
Just you. You're the only one out at the field right now, so.
What can I use to stop it from being dangerous to me?
Would you like to know what it is first? You could ask the question, what here is the biggest threat?
Okay, what here is the biggest threat?
I'm sorry, you don't have to ask
No,
it.
I mean,
I saw
do
you
wanna
read
know.
2 questions
GM,
together.
I'll do what you want.
I know, but I saw that you misread a question and I wasn't sure if you
I probably
forgot to ask the question you meant to ask because the question was read wrong.
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Yes. So there is something charging and it sounds like it's about to discharge. Like it's been getting louder as you're like looking
like-
around.
That is raising in pitch. I
Yeah.
have heard sounds like this a lot in my day.
Exactly. So there's a pew pew about to go off.
Breaking into this vault of this bullshit bank.
Sweet. So whatever weapon you can't see that is about to discharge is the biggest threat.
Can I tell a direction?
What did you roll? An 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming from behind the bleachers.
So like behind where I am.
Yeah, so like you're at the football stadium and behind the bleachers is like a little wooded area and then like a freeway and then like the rest of the world. So there's a little wooded area probably 50 to 100 yards behind you.
I am going to kind of get off the fucking bleachers.
Yeah, good call, good call.
To the whichever direction is closest for me to actually get off of them, because I'm probably directly in the middle of the bleachers, but alone. Okay, I just go off to either side. It doesn't. I go off to the right. I go to the right. I get off the bleachers, and I start going towards, kind of strafing around where so I'm off to the side, but still going towards the danger.
Nice. Okay, so you're just gonna run like a human?
Yeah,
All right.
like a dirty human.
Like a dirty human.
Hey, whoa! You wouldn't say that.
Let's go ahead and say you're going to try to directly engage a threat by fucking off from it. So go ahead and roll.
I'm engaging it by trying to find out what it is.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll 2d6 plus danger.
Got me some danger.
Danger! And then I'll ask a very leading question to Caltrop. You are very good at gadgets, and you are aware that your group is like a little like group. Have you built any sort of communication device so you guys can stay in constant contact?
We all have cell phones.
Okay, fair enough.
That is.
Respect.
You are a 13-year-old girl.
But I put in custom ringtones.
She's so techie. I love it.
I may
Okay.
have more than one phone with different numbers.
That's super fucking fair.
One of them is black and is not currently on. Just gonna
The
throw that out there.
Nice.
the ringtone is beep 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 beep.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yep. All right, that's fair.
Because she's 13 and super into weird.
And she loves the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
What a weird little girl. I love it.
She's
Nothing wrong with that.
committed
Nice.
to fandom.
What'd you roll?
9.
Okay, with a 9, go ahead and pick one from the list from directly engage a threat.
I will impress, surprise, or frighten them.
Okay.
Threat.
Okay. Last leading question. Do you want to resist the thing that's shooting at you?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
I should, though. You know what? To frighten it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a big ass stomp on the ground to shake the forest.
Nice.
Hopefully that'll change direction of whatever the fuck's happening.
Okay, so here's what happened. So you actually like do a little like geo stomp and like
Yeah.
send a little ripple. So if you wouldn't mind me painting a picture, you turn towards the bleachers, and even though you can't necessarily see who is like firing in your direction, you happen to like guess just right, and the shadowy figure that just pulls the trigger sees you, and they like get shaken off their feet as they pull the trigger, and they are very surprised that you were able to clock them so quickly, but the shot still goes off and you didn't get out of the way in time. So the bleachers suddenly like spark up with like a ton of green energy, and you are thrown 50 feet into the middle of the football field, and there's a bunch of like just green bent and warped metal like raining down on you as this shot gets off. So I'm gonna have you take a powerful blow, which is nice because you don't necessarily have any conditions marked yet. So go ahead and roll 2d6, and you're gonna add any conditions you have. You don't have any yet, so you're golden. You want to roll low.
I've not been doing that. I rolled a 9.
Okay, that's okay. So on a 7 and 9, this is nice because we're taking like a little tour of like the playbooks too. Choose one. So go and take a powerful blow.
What is that?
It's on basic moves. It's the lower right corner. So you can lash out verbally, which doesn't make any sense because there's no one else there. You give ground, or you struggle past the pain and take 2 conditions.
Remember, you can get rid of conditions super easy, just being a dick to the environment around you.
That is true. I got that thing. Yeah, I'll take 2 conditions.
Okay. Would you like to pick your conditions, or would you like me to pick them for you?
Pick them for me.
All right. You are going to pick insecure and angry.
It just sounds like him.
This sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick stuff that's like good for you. So yeah, so you're gonna have a -2 to provoke someone or assess a situation, and a -2 to defend someone or reject someone's influence until those conditions are cleared. And yeah, since your phone connected to your friends is dead right now because you turned it off.
Well, I said no. That's a different phone.
Oh, it's a
there
different
is
phone.
a black one. I have several phones.
Okay, you have
My black
several
one's
phones.
my underworld contact phone.
All right, whatever. You didn't contact each other immediately, so I'm going to say both of you hear a little off in the distance.
How big is this campus?
Pretty fucking big.
Okay.
So like some students hear it, but this is also a world in which supers live.
We're all like,
and they are literally
I thought we were all
listening.
in the lunchroom.
In my brain, it's an outdoor campus.
Mine too.
Yeah, sorry. I made it my high school. I just realized that. And our field was super far away. Everyone here, especially normal people, are very conditioned. They all look up towards the alarm. And because the alarm doesn't go off right away, they're like, well, whatever it was, I'm sure it was just like some fucking teenager using their power stupidly. Not a big deal. And they continue their lunch. But everyone has that like, are we about to die? No,
Nope.
cool, tight.
Okay.
And then they go back to eating.
I'm gonna poke Caltrop on the shoulder. Say, is this theater?
No.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just kind of walk towards where the noise was.
Nice.
I want
Through
Okay.
a wall.
Yeah.
my understanding of my character is developing a little bit here.
Should be. Good.
I really want more of like a gadgeteer. Like I want lots of little, not just like one specific cat, but like things I could pull out that are all mechanical based. Is that acceptable? Can I roll for that?
Let's say yes for now, and I might walk it back if it seems broken. Go for it.
Okay, that's fine. That's how I play. That's how I live my life.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
I take out 2 little golf ball sized machines, throw them in the air, and they kind of whirl off. And I'm now looking at my Switch, and I have eyes in the sky. So I'm gonna go send them scouting for what the problem is.
You know, it's
Okay.
illegal to jailbreak a Switch.
Nice.
Oh,
Also, probably a no-fly zone for drones.
I've taken care of that.
Okay, here's what we'll do
Taken
then.
care.
Because you still have a very cool cat, like you have a powerful gadget in the form of your cat. I'm gonna say whenever you want to have like a gadget for this, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
I love that idea.
So you're gonna roll plus, let's call it plus your freak, because that's like what makes you different.
Yeah.
And we'll just do like hit half a minute, like same thing. So
Let your freak drone fly.
yeah,
What if I
if
get,
you
like,
roll
a-
well, they're very cool. If they're not,
they're kind of
they kind of suck. Yeah, they're just
'Cause
like,
I'm working on it.
yeah, exactly. So we'll come up with a cute thing.
An 8,
Plus,
0.
okay, so with an 8, they are like they're good, but they are obvious. We'll go ahead and say that they're kind of weird and loud.
Belching diesel.
Why do they run on diesel? God. It's just all that
We're so
black.
past that here. We're all into electric.
Actually, no. Here's what we'll do. You throw 2 of them,
Mhm.
and one of them, as it like tries to right itself, like they're real wiggly in their direction. One of them into a wall. So you lose one within like 2 seconds. And you're like, that was the dumb one anyway. That's why you always make 2.
They only
So you
cost
have one.
$10,000 to make. It's fine.
What's money? Like your mom barely raised you with the concept of how money works. So like,
Correct.
while you're like, you shouldn't take money, you also don't understand how to value it because it's never been an issue for you.
How much can a banana cost?
Like
Like
$4,000.
Yeah.
right?
Like what? Like $10? Is she saying bees? And then your one drone flies over, and you see like pretty right away before it gets close. It's still probably 100 yards away up in the air. You see Andrew, aka Faultline, laying on the ground amongst a bunch of like green burning rubble.
Oh noes! And I run towards it.
Okay.
Do I also see?
Are you looking?
I was walking towards. Can I
The
see
area.
that? Can I see that she's running toward me?
No.
Okay. No? Did I hear that? Am I not?
No, you're very far away.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like she saw that through a drone.
Oh, through a drone. I forgot about the drone.
Yeah, so you guys are just
forget
about the drone.
Well,
Yes.
I'm still busy just walking beeline.
Yeah,
towards
that's
that.
fine. That's totally
There we
good.
go.
Yeah,
There's
so-
like a thing in my way. I'll like turn into like a fly to go like through a vent.
yeah. There's just people like sitting and eating, and then you just like bamf into like, oh. And someone just like throws their sandwich away.
It's like, nope, can't do it. Not today.
Nope.
I-
You know, I'm
I
done.
keep-
I'm gonna go home. And then like a student just gets up and just walks to their car.
I'd go eat at the bleachers, but that one kid.
Yeah, right. That one kid's always there. See,
Whenever I go to the bleachers, there's a fucking earthquake, and I just don't
I don't
understand.
understand. So yeah, like 10 seconds later, you guys get there,
Mhm.
and you all see each other. You're still laying on the ground, kind of pushing yourself up to sitting.
I point at the direction over there.
I move the drones that
I'm
way.
fine.
Yeah, the drone looks, and I'm gonna say roll assess a situation for me. See what the drone sees.
8.
Yep. Okay, you can ask one question from the list. Also, don't forget about your like playbook specific moves too. And that you have powers. Use your powers.
I mean,
This is true.
No, I know.
What is the biggest threat here?
You see a person and a glint of metal disappear into the woods.
I tell my friends here, over there,
That's
sniper.
exactly where you pointed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know. I'm aware of that shit. That's where I pointed.
But I had
I was
sniper
shot
and
at.
person.
Okay. That helped, I guess.
I say, okay. And I fly through the hole in the wall towards that direction.
Hole in the wall?
We're
Wasn't there
outside,
like a
bro.
hole? Oh, we're in.
Yeah, you're out of the
in
football
my head,
field.
we're sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Anyway, so I fly towards that.
You
were
fly?
thinking of,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
as a fly.
You were thinking of our high school, like an area.
and
We were all
creatures.
doing
I was thinking.
It's very good.
The basketball court.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're outside of the football stadium.
Okay. Yeah, I can fly and I'm pretty tough.
Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, you fly in that direction. Go ahead and roll. You know what? I'll just say, like, as you fly, you see a person retreating into the woods.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
I'm
about
gonna
it?
try and hold him real tight so we can't move.
Okay.
Ground hard.
Okay. Are you using your powers or are you just going to grab them with your hands?
My powers are my hands. I'm tough. I have shapeshift.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
understand.
power.
But unless you're doing like a power specific thing to try to grab them,
Mhm.
I understand you're flying. That's just
Okay.
like what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is just the difference between unleash your powers or directly engage a threat. So I'll say it's directly engage a threat
Okay.
and go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your danger. Danger! Danger!
That'll be a 4.
Ooh, oh my. Okay.
You grab a tree.
No, you grab them.
Uh-huh.
And this is the thing where I don't roll.
Mhm.
I can bank a hard move. And I'm going to immediately use my hard move. You grab them. And as you like turn them around to face you, it's a very familiar face. It looks almost exactly like Andrew. And like it gives you just a little bit of a pause and enough distance between where you're holding this person out and this like giant oversized like comic book looking like cable Rob Liefeld gun. It just, what the fuck, Josh? Comes, touches you dead center in your chest, and the trait, and you guys all hear the like as you get shot in the torso. So we're gonna take a powerful blow. So go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your conditions, of which you have none. Roll low.
Ooh, 10.
Okay. Crap. So go ahead and look at the list for take a powerful blow. On a 10 plus, you're going to choose one of the following. You must remove yourself from the situation, which is like flee or pass out. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or you have to pick two options from the 7 to 9 list.
I like lose control of your powers in a terrible way.
Yeah. Okay. And you are radical shape shifting.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
I have pheromones or stunning beauty. Let's go with
Yeah.
pheromones.
Radical shape shifting.
Yep.
Cool. We'll do that.
Suddenly everyone starts fucking.
Amazing. And you hit the ground and like skid to a stop against a tree and you get like dazed a little bit.
Hmm.
And your form just starts fluttering between like lots of students, anyone that you've seen in like the last hour. You can't feel yourself like shifting through them.
Mhm.
And you stop on the last person you saw,
No.
including somehow you are holding the gun.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, radical shape shifting.
Radical.
And the
Does the gun work?
You have no idea. You're kind of dazed at this point because you
Okay.
did get shot and it hurt a bunch.
Uh-huh.
Hey, can I safely get out of where I am?
Yes,
Okay.
you can. You get up. Yeah, you already took conditions for it. Yeah. I'm gonna say you take a condition. I'm gonna give you one condition. My darling Jenry, you're going to take afraid. Because that hurt, like it wasn't that it hurt you, but you feel out of control in this moment. and you don't know why you're holding this gun, and you don't know where the person you were just dealing with disappeared to.
Mhm.
And you two, as you get up and start running towards the woods, you see this person on the ground carrying holding the big gun that is still glowing with an eerie green light, similar to the one that absolutely wrecked your shop and the bleachers a second ago, against a wall, even though you don't necessarily see Jenry right now. What do you do?
Break a leg.
What?
What? Break their leg.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna have you roll directly engage a threat.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah. Roll plus danger.
What are you doing?
That will be...
Or are you using your power? How are you doing this?
Oh, I was just gonna stomp their leg. They're on the ground, right?
Yeah, okay.
Stomp that kneecap.
Oh my god. Yeah, all right.
Okay, that'll be a 13.
Oh, what a world. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna do the shit out of that. Please roll take a powerful blow.
Oh, good.
Roll low.
I got an 8.
Did you add your condition?
Oh, my god.
You have one condition right now.
Yeah, so 9.
Okay, so you're gonna pick one thing from the 7 to 9 list. You can lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain and mark 2 more conditions.
So I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. I know I don't look right.
Go ahead and roll assess the situation just to get a sense of why.
I know.
Yeah.
Why is my
Of what
leg
the fuck just
broken?
happened.
I got a 3.
You have no idea why Faultline just walked up and stomped you in the fucking kneecap.
That's fun.
Fuck. What you gonna do about it?
Okay, so now... I'm gonna lash out verbally.
Nice. So here's your choice. You can either provoke someone to get them to do something. I'm assuming you're gonna provoke Faultline.
Well, that is provoke is probably a strong word.
Yeah. Or you
Break
can
their leg.
burn your influence and inflict a condition on Faultline. But you will lose your this is just the economy of influence.
Yeah.
So you can erase your influence and inflict a condition on him. Or you can roll to provoke someone.
I'm going to inflict a condition by saying, Faultline, is this theater? And I'm going to inflict guilty on him.
Yep. That's very good. So that happens. And I'm going to say with a 13.
Oh, I forgot to mention earlier about my shapeshifting. My voice never changes.
Oh, that's fun.
So if I look like Brad Pitt, I still talk like me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very, very
That would have
good.
been
So-
good information
Sorry.
earlier.
Yeah, no, I no
Well,
matter
you
what
didn't
I-
speak. You just
Yeah.
came up and stomped a kneecap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, person with a gun, they're on the ground. This is easy as fuck. Bam.
Yep. And you do it, and you feel the crunch of bone under your boot. And here's the thing about your tough. You can take a hit,
Mhm.
but a big part of that is you take the hit and immediately bounce back. You are a radical shapeshifter.
Right.
So you feel the crunch crunch. And then you feel under your boot, because you haven't even lifted it yet, as all of the anatomy pops back into place, and your foot is pushed up off of their leg. And with the words, you understand that that's
Yup, where'd the guy with the gun go?
okay. Hold on, I'm gonna jump in. What are you doing as you run over? I'm gonna say you see this weird interaction happen.
Yeah, my perception's really not all that great, but my cat is
Is your cat with you?
oh yeah, it's always with me. My boo.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
like a regular sized cat. Mechanical with a little bit of breaking and entering and tracking type skill sets. So
Make mom proud.
yeah, I decided to make a cat burglar.
Do you keep your cat in your backpack normally?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say if your cat just hangs out all the time, it's going to be very obvious who you are between your
No. Yeah.
super and normal persona quickly, which is fine. I'm just letting
Everyone
you know.
low key knows about it. They're like, we just don't want to tell.
Yeah, we don't want to.
It is-
tell her.
She thinks
so
she's keeping
small.
a secret.
Yeah.
It's a machine too, so it can power down.
Just put a
It's not
cozy
like-
on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna basically say Cat assess threats and have him kind of, or yeah, him, sure, why not? Do some scouting out. Like, okay, I see this is going on, but I don't think this is the only thing that's going on. Go into the bush, into the woods, and see if you can find any other people.
Okay. Go ahead and roll assess the situation
Cat
for me.
always assesses me as a threat.
Yeah, constantly.
5 plus freak.
No, it's plus assess the situation. Plus superior.
5.
Yeah, your cat like takes off into the. How do you like? Is there like any sort of link between you and your cat?
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna run a lot of this through my Switch.
Okay.
So I kind of get like Terminator vision
Nice.
on the Switch.
Okay.
She's like, he's outlining trees in red and no threat.
Nice.
Heat levels, things like
Sweet.
that.
Yeah. So this person is taking off very quickly, and you're just getting flashes of them like chasing down whoever this person is, but there's not enough like data to identify who this person is.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So the two of us, we're basically both standing over a person that looks exactly like the other person, but we know is Jenry. They're running away. I'm not a fighter. I'm gonna see to my wounded friend. I'm be like, it's okay, buddy. Like, I'm gonna do the
I am well.
the mundane.
So you're going to use white lies?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're good. It was just theater.
So who are you trying to comfort or support? Or do you want to like go hard and try to comfort and support
No,
both?
Jenry.
Okay.
Comfort and support.
Okay, so
Jenry.
what's the white lie that you're telling them that you think they want to hear?
Like, this happen. Broken legs happen all the time.
What broken leg?
Leg's not broken anymore.
You're so behind.
It's all good.
I dig your head out of that Switch.
I'm gonna be like, don't worry, we're totally gonna catch this guy. Just get your bearings together. Like,
Nice. Okay, so go ahead and roll plus Savior instead of plus Mundane in order to comfort or support.
Hey, 6, 7, 8.
Noise. Okay. With an 8, they hear you. So do you want to be comforted and or supported?
I am feeling angry at a person who took away my ability to be me. So I'm latching onto that, and I'm not really I'm feeling comforted by the fact that we believe we're gonna find him again. So yeah, I'll feel comforted.
Nice. Okay, so you have the option now. You can clear a condition, mark potential, or shift your labels.
I'm gonna mark.
And shift
potential.
labels is shift 1 up and 1 down.
I'm gonna mark potential. What's potential?
All right, let's talk about this really quick. So the advancement mechanism in this game is potential. So on your first page on the left side, we didn't talk about moment of truth or team moves. That's on me. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, so every time you roll a miss, I should have said this way earlier. Every time you roll a miss, mark potential. So you get XP anytime you fail a roll. So a couple of you have failed rolls. So mark it for each one of those and then mark 1. Yeah. Whenever you fill up your potential track, you can take an advance from your list below. And you can't get a new potential until you like take your advancement. So if you're at 5, you don't get a 6th potential. You have to spend your 5 on an advancement.
You must have been rolling super high.
Yeah. I think you're good. I think you've done really well so far.
I should roll really high on things I should not.
Nice. I think you rolled 1 miss for me,
Yep.
and I took 1 hard move, and then you rolled 1 for me, and I took a hard move. Nice. And one of the advancements you can take is unlocking your moment of truth. So I will go ahead and say that like this little interaction, the person begins to get away, and we can pick up from that next time.
Yeah.
Let's end with everyone reading their moment of truth, and then we'll wrap for the day.
Top left.
Top left.
people have always tried to define you by your lineage. As if from the moment you were born, you were meant to be some villain to be defeated. But they're right, aren't they? The darkness is in you. So right here, right now, you're not fighting it. You're embracing it. Both hero and villain. And greater besides. You're overcoming impossible odds in ways no hero would approve of and no villain could comprehend. Of course, after seeing what you can really do when you embrace the whole of yourself, the rest of the world isn't going to forget who you really are.
Cool. So when you unlock this moment of truth, at some point you can pop your moment of truth and you just have like a super moment. You take over the narrative. It's like rolling a 10 plus on something. And you tell me how you...
neither good nor evil, for I am God now.
Exactly. You're like, morality is a stupid construct that's limiting.
Just like Banks.
Just like Banks. Okay, who wants to go?
By the way, when you said that he was now looked like the other person, one of my game plans, if both of them were still standing there, because I would immediately know that one of them was him, I would have just been like, what are Banks?
Amazing. I will say, though, it is very interesting that Jenry looks like you for some reason.
Oh yeah, because I looked like...
Oh shit,
yeah.
I forgot that's what the other person looked like.
Yeah, so that's gonna be like a fun... That's our last like moment of like you doing like you immediately run over and stomp, and then after you like actually clock what Jenry looks like.
Hold on, this ain't a fucking mirror. This is
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Outsider, go ahead and read your moment of truth for me.
Oh, okay. You embrace your home and call them for aid. They will answer your call in force, arriving exactly when you need them to turn the tide. They fight and serve you for the rest of the battle. Of course, when all is said and done, they'd probably like to take you home with them. You did, after all, just prove yourself worthy. So this is like, my moment of truth is coming of age.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a big one. You can use it, and we'll obviously come up with ways to like keep you in the game, so you don't have to feel like that's the last thing you do.
Right.
But it will just become like a big plot point of you having to like deal with the repercussions of that. Okay, the Reformed.
You mean an alien fucking invasion?
Just like the mayor was worried about.
He's looking up in the sky like, fuck, I knew it.
No, he's not. He's dead.
Oh shit, he's
It's
dead.
a positive invasion.
I forgot
Yeah.
that happened.
Whoopsie.
Well, the interim mayor is like, fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, my moment. You've seen your greatest mistakes, and the rest of the world has too. They're all watching you now, judging every move you make. When everything is on the line and your back is against the wall, though, you'll show them what you're made of. That being a hero is a choice, an act of will, and you've got what it takes to save the day. Of course, afterward, you can expect both sides, hero and villain, to deeply question where your loyalties truly lie.
Nice.
Nice. Shit's already, I'm living that already.
Yeah, right? Oh, it's so good. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. That's character creation. And we've set up a little bit of what some of the arcs of the campaign are going to be like.
Cool. We've set up
Nice.
that I'm impulsive and I don't move out of the way.
Yeah, right? But it was dope because you impressed whoever that was.
I'm like,
Maybe we'll find out.
fuck, Doppelme is pretty good, dope, alright.
Tight. Yeah, there are other mechanics that I didn't necessarily go over yet that we will cover at the start of the next session.
Cool.
There's a interesting like team pool economy that happens before any like big fight, and you figure out like who feels like who's in charge of this, and you have like a little pool you all can draw from to like help actions happen, and special team moves that are distinct to every playbook, but we'll intro those at the beginning of session 1 of our Masks game. But that's it. I've been your GM, Aabria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie, and I stream on several channels: Hyper RPG, Saving Throw Show, and Happy Jacks RPG.
And I have been Ian. You can follow me on social media at Yorick of Jest, and this is all that I do.
And I'm David, and you can follow me on Twitter at DiceNVDavid, and that's all.
I will continue to be Dylan. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram when I get those. And this is all I have.
Nice. Good job. Thank you guys so much for jumping into this new game with us. We all work for Dice Envy, so check out diceenvy.com for very cool dice and dice accessories and bags and things. And
Technically, Dave doesn't work for Dice Envy.
well, Dave is the owner and founder of Dice Envy. But we're a very cool dice company, and you should get very cool dice, especially if you're going to play your own mask game at home, which I highly recommend because it's a great system to tell great stories. And we'll see you for session 1 of Masks next time. Bye!